Hello, my name is Jay Rodgers, and I am the Chief Executive Officer of the General Child and Family Services Authority, also known as the General Authority, but probably best known as simply the GA. And we are one of 4 authorities in Manitoba, and the 4 authorities have been around since 2003. The other 3 authorities are the Southern First Nations Network of Care, the Northern Child and Family Services Authority, and the Métis Child and Family Services Authority. And each of us has the responsibility for mandating child and family services agencies across the province. Now, at the General Authority, I just want to talk a little bit about our vision statement. Our vision statement is children and youth who are safe, happy, thriving, and growing up with family in a healthy, caring community. This statement is making 2 extremely important points. First, that as a service system, we believe children should be with their families, growing up with their families. And secondly, that in order to succeed, families need to be connected to their surrounding culture and community. These are fundamental beliefs that underpin the way the General Authority and our agencies deliver services across the province. We mandate what's known as a designated intake agency in each geographic area of the province. And one of my responsibilities as the General Authority is soon to be mandating the designated intake agency in Parkland. So we're going to be hiring into 13 positions in the near future, and so this represents an exciting opportunity to come join a great team and work in a beautiful part of our province. I've been working in child and family services for just over 20 years. And throughout that time, I've had the opportunity to talk to staff of our agencies at all levels, right from directors down to our frontline staff. And I think if you went out today and asked them why they have chosen child and family services as a career and why they've chosen to stay with the General Authority agency, I think you would hear 3 things. I think you would hear, first, the work is challenging. It's very challenging, but it's also very rewarding. They would talk about what it feels like to know that they're making a positive difference in the life of a child and a family every day. Secondly, I think they would say, we feel supported in doing this work. We feel supported by our agency. We feel supported by our team. And we feel supported by being part of the broader General Authority service system. And then third, I think what staff would say is that their opinion matters, that they feel they have the opportunity to share their perspectives that will influence how we move forward as a service system. I think that's why people choose child and family services, and that's why they stay with our agencies. So one of the things we're most proud of at the General Authority is working with our agencies to support staff when we hire them. And if you were to come work for a General Authority agency, and in particular rural and northern services, rural and northern child and family services in the Parkland region, what you can expect is that we're going to invest in you immediately. We're going to provide you with 2 years of standardized training to help you build your skills and your confidence in working with children, youth, and families. And I can also say that this training, it represents what we know to be leading practices around the world. And every new person coming in to work with families will get that training over a 2-year period, and we will continue to invest in helping to build those skills and confidence in many areas like domestic violence, finding family members to care for kids. So we invest in our staff, and our staff also have supports available to them every day through their supervisor, their peers. They have challenges with a family. They have experts they can consult with. The General Authority and our agencies have embraced a set of values. And those values influence everything we do, including the way we practice, how we've been implementing our practice model. And I can tell you that our values and the way we practice are very closely aligned with the core ethics and values of the social work profession. One of those values, one of those core values is inclusivity, meaning that just like in our practice model, which is based on the principle of families are the experts. And we work with them to co-create how we're going to keep their children safe and happy and thriving. As a service system, we recognize that the staff of our agencies are the experts, and we need to hear from them as we shape our future. There are regular newsletters. We like to hold webinars and town halls and give the opportunity for staff at all levels of the agency to share their opinions and their perspectives. And those truly matter in terms of the decisions we make about how we're going to move forward. It's about that skillful use of that authority. We should always be able to explain why we have to make our decisions. And we should always be able to sit down with a family and say, let's co-create a plan where it will lead to your kids coming back home. I think just working in that rural, small town environment creates the opportunity, again, for building those relationships with our families and mobilizing supports around those families.